All right, so there's a ton of things happening in culture at all times, but there's two that I want to talk about today. One is this idea that image is everything with social media and everything like that. The other thing is there's a resurgence of religion, which is cool. People are looking for meaning outside of their Instagram feeds, and they're turning to the Lord, which is dope. So where those things clash, the hype beast mega church pastors. Today we're going to be looking at the three flyest pastors in the pulpit today, so you can make some informed decisions on who you want to follow, whose flock you want to be a part of when you're fucking looking fly as hell, okay? Or fly as heaven, if you will. First off, before we do anything, I want to give an honorable shout out to my boy, Carl Lentz. Look at this. Look at this. This is Pastor Carl Lentz. Almost with the dick hanging out, not quite. But imagine waking up in this world and this picture exists and you say, I am one of these people. I'm not Justin Bieber. I'm this guy, megachurch pastor Carl Lentz. Unfortunately, he did fuck around with some chick, and can't do that when you're a pastor. Kind of got disbarred or whatever, so he got sad for a little bit. Here's him with sad hair because he can't be a pastor. And what is he gonna do now? He bounced back a couple years later, water under the bridge, and he's not a pastor yet, but hang tight. Right now he's just a podcaster, so I imagine he's making more money than he was before. Look at that, upside down LA, the chain, cheetah print. That is insane. Man of God, unfortunately not in the pulpit, so we can't put him on. I do want to give a shout out to Preachers and Sneakers, the Instagram page that kind of was the inspiration for a lot of this. Super cool because it's just pastors and the StockX prices of the stuff they're wearing. So you can scroll through iconic looks from the men of God that lead their subsequent flocks. All right, so first off, I want to give number 3 to John Gray. This guy, I'm not going to say he is the flyest because I think that's just not true, honestly. But there are some pictures of him wearing Red Octobers. I think that's probably the craziest shit I've ever heard. Just imagine being a preacher and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? Because in my mind, Red Octobers are the pinnacle of sneakers. Like, if you're going to wear something to flex, like, that is the craziest flex. He's done it. He's out there being a preacher. The thing is, most of his outfits are just kind of like suit jackets and things like that, which isn't that inspiring to me as we're trying to find the most hype beast pastor. We're looking for the shepherd that's going to lead his flock to fly, and I just don't really feel like it's it. I will give a quick shout out to this outfit right here. I think this is probably one of the most obnoxious jackets and low-key corny. Like, if Drake or something was wearing this, people would clown him for it. Supreme LV at 10 bands for a jacket. That's crazy. And imagine being like a man of the cloth, man of God, and you're going out in the world with the most obnoxious, braggadocious bullshit. I will do another quick mention to the fact that he bought his wife a Urus, a Lambo. That's crazy. You don't really get that option. If you're going to ball out, you got to get her like a pre-owned Tesla or something. You don't get to buy your wife a Urus. So number 2, Stephen Furtick. This guy goes for it. He swings. Let's look at this sweater. Easter Sunday. Imagine you're going out to preach and you're wearing this bullshit. Neiman Marcus, 2 bands on the holy pink sweater. And, to be fair, he is risen. And so you got to look fly. But this is just the craziest shit I've ever seen. There's almost nothing left to say about it. He has the air fear of gods, which I think is sick. And, it's fitting because he's a man of the Lord. And you can go back to this Preachers and Sneakers page. They have a lot of his highlights right here. It's funny because right here he's got the Air Max 90 Off-Whites. And it's just not that cool. That's like the most mid thing I've seen. And they are, $500 sneakers or whatever. Also, what was the other thing that was on here? Oh, yeah, Balenciagas. Imagine being a preacher, like wearing cool Nikes that are Off-White Nikes. Like, they're just Nikes at the end of the day. But Balenciagas are like dark, They have that whole like the child pervert sort of stuff going on. I can't really even remember. That was like, too long ago to remember the details on that. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to be aligning with them as a pastor. But he's leading his flock to fly, as it were. Last but not least, number 1. This guy is the craziest motherfucker out here, and that is Pastor Mike Todd. This dude is the coolest dude I've ever seen. I don't know what it is about church culture that makes the aesthetic so on point. It's something combining the Lord and also a lot of money, and then also like this goodness feeling that's like stuff doesn't get grimy. So you want to look nice. I mean, look at this. This guy's just an everyday Cuban link. I'm sure that's solid. And then we've got the wave runners, and we've just got, it's a casual. This guy's not even in the pulpit. He's not even flexing. But this was one of the craziest outfits I've ever seen. Look at this.
God wanted me to come tell you there's a way to get your edge back.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's a way for you to actually be so sharp this year when stuff comes in your way.
This
when
dude is cooler.
You'll be able to see, oh, that's just a distraction. There's
anyone
no way
I know
that I'm going to get off course for that.
That's like cooler than any rapper.
Like
that's cooler than Tyler the Creator or anything. Last but not least, the reason I put him number one, because this guy is so number one, and that is, boom, Louis V across the D shorts. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. You are a pastor and you're in the pulpit and you're like, I'm going to post on Instagram Louis Vuitton shorts across the D. That is so wild. That to me is the cream of the crop. Like, as far as balling out pastors, if you're looking for someone to lead you to greatness, to freshness, to the Spirit of the Lord, this is it. Like, Louis Vuitton across the D. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do you have any other megachurch pastors that I missed? These were my favorites for sure, but if you have any others, let me know in the comments. This stuff is the best to me. Appreciate you watching. I'll catch you on the next one.